All right. So,
Welcome to the second episode of Oh Look a Butterfly. We're back with Kobi Russell and Patrick Allen.
how's it going, guys? Yeah, so we have returned like the Jedi in
Yes.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah. See, I don't know if you
um,
you ever got that reference, but it's from this series called Space Trek. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This is a little blue robot called like W2D4, and he's pretty cool. And he has like there's a little like tin man with him. His name is PPO, and yeah, it's pretty good. I just got into a tangent trying to piss off Star Wars fans, but all right. So first topic, you wanted to get into something here. This is like a little opener.
I did. I have been in quarantine, just in a like a top floor of an apartment, and I just like can't walk outside. I can't do anything.
Oh no.
And so I was like, I wonder if maybe I could like go back and play some of the free online games. Think like even like mini clip, like not
Okay, mini clip.
Doppler.
Yeah, mini clip, bro. Did you ever play what was the one on mini clip? There was this one that was like, what was it? It was like, okay, so you and your friends, we're not your friends, your brothers. You had like it was called like Raft Wars or something, and it was like a
Oh my
water.
god, Raft Wars.
You
Yes,
remember
I did.
that?
Raft Wars still
Wait,
exists.
what was the one? It was like Rumble
There
or
was a
something, or like it was when you had to collapse the towers and stuff. Do you ever remember that? What was it? You had like little men and you made them like destroy the towers on Miniclip. I don't know if you remember that.
I
I have to
don't
find it.
remember that one.
Okay, one second. Miniclip building game, building destruction game. It's the top of my list. Okay.
Did you ever
It's called.
play
Okay.
Did you ever play Pirates vs Ninjas?
Yes, I played Pirates vs. Ninjas, of course.
Okay, that was a classic.
That was a
Um,
classic.
Speaking of mini clip, you remember all the Commando games? Like Commando 3, like with like the little.
Yep.
I played
Yeah.
so
Yep.
much Commando. It was
Man, how many?
unfortunate.
Did you ever do like the little like animating program you had on Miniclip where you could do like your own little like animations? Me and my brother used to like fuck around with that a lot.
I
Like
never tried it.
you could actually do some stuff. I always made a new avatar. I was the type of kid who like I didn't really have an email, so like I think I did, but I don't think I knew really how it worked. I was like 8 or 9, so I just had like 50 different Miniclip accounts because I always forget it, but I would have to make a new one. And yeah, I found the name of this Miniclip building game. It's called Rubble Trouble, and they also had like a Moscow version, which is the one I played.
I never
And
played. I'm gonna have to
it,
add
it
that to my list.
yeah, is it still up? Is Miniclips? Oh my gosh, it's still up.
Yeah, mini clip still exists.
Wait. Okay. See, I might have to just sign into this just to see where we're at with Miniclip here. Like, what was my email in 2009?
Mini clip, what are they displaying? 8 ball pool is still at the top. Commando 2 is still on here. Oh my god.
Really?
Commando 2, Jesus Christ. So this is what I really got in. I don't know if you've ever heard of this one, but this was another like mark of a man, like based on
Mhm.
like your high score and like everyone. It's called extreme heli boarding. No, you've never heard of it.
I
Maybe.
have. I have. I'm
It
having
was
I'm having
hard,
flashbacks.
bro.
I'm having flashbacks. Yeah, I'm having
I
flashbacks.
just got a high score.
I've never gotten a high score on that. Like I've been so.
Well, they roast the crap out of you. Like
Yeah.
they're like, or they're like, that's a good score for a rookie, or they're like, you need more practice. They basically just like say you're trash. And I got 28,498 points.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, good score. You've got lots of talent. And it just like made my day. It just
You're
like
just like
made my
awesome.
day.
Okay, I'm about to give you flashbacks. Ready? Can you see what this says?
Fireboy plus water girl.
All right. Do you remember those? The Waz
Of
and
course. Yeah.
Man, so I saw a meme the other day, and it was the joining arms one, right? And it was of like it was like me, my best friend, like Fireboy and Lava Girl, and I had like the WASD keys and the little arrow keys, and I was like, that's OP. Like that was like the best relationship. Like the person who was willing to cramp over a keyboard this way while you were over here, and then you both fuck up because you would both walk onto like the wrong stuff and you would just die. But it was a good game.
There's nothing better than that relationship.
Yeah. So we should bring up like before we move on from this, I kind of want to bring up a couple more games.
Go
So
for it.
first at the top of the list, and something like maybe we could even play during the pod sometime. But do you remember Agario?
I love that game.
It's awesome. It's one of those things like I didn't get into it when I was a kid. I got into it maybe grade 9, 10.
Oh, same, yeah.
But I was getting really good. Yeah, I was getting really good.
I can imagine you being really good at that game.
Yeah, so I had actually a script that would let me use in my Google Chrome that would let me use like my WASD keys and my arrow keys instead of actually the mouse. So
Amazing.
I would be amazing. Yeah.
I had
Pop Tropica.
for Chrome I had the extension that just let you like change all the different skins and everything like easily. Like
Yeah,
that was my thing.
like the cheat engine. Man, I had cheat engines for things like Club Penguin where I could walk on walls and stuff and people would report me and it'd be funny.
But you said Pop Tropica, and I just
I did
remember
say Pop Tropica.
I was sitting in like one classroom like in my elementary school, and there were like computers that would sit in the corner, and every once in a while you get like 20 minutes of free computer time or something. And so like the cool kids would get on, and like they would like basically they wouldn't pay you for like more time, but you just like never get to play, especially if you were trash. And like I wasn't that good at it, and I just watched these dudes just like completely beast Pop Tropica, and I was like I was so in awe of them, you know. It's like, this is incredible.
There was another game. Did you ever play Cool Math games? You must have played Cool Math games, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so there was two particular games I want to talk about really quick. Have you ever heard of Balls in Space? No?
No.
It's a really, really linear, basic Flash game, but it was like the Mario of cool math games. It was pretty cool. Like there were like hidden levels here and there, like if you like made your guy go off the screen and stuff, and it was yeah.
Balls
And there's
in
another one called
space.
yeah. Did you ever play Run, or Run 2, or Run 3?
Run or run. Let me look and see if Cool Math Games is still up. It
It,
must be.
unless it's blocked by our internet right now.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
no.
Oh, that logo is Jesus Christ. It was launched in 1997.
Whoa.
Whew.
Like I think that's when my uncle's website launched.
I used to
Yeah,
love
free
this.
free
Oh my
sponsorship.
god.
Go if you want to check out some cool comic book history, go to thecomicbooks.com.
Because you were allowed, because it was like a math site, you were allowed to play it.
Yeah,
But like
yeah,
so many of the games are not related to math.
yeah. Like oh yeah. So Run 2 is at the top of popular games here.
Here, I'm looking at Run right now, and they want me to
Okay,
enable Flash and all this stuff. No, I never
yeah,
played this.
yeah. And we're
Wow, I
gonna
missed out.
Flash games are coming to an end, eh?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump into this quick. So I may or may not be playing some games when we do this pod, but that's okay.
I I wanted to play. This one was not to be confused with Street Sesh, which was incredible. Do you remember Street
What?
Sesh?
I never played Street Sesh. Is it what it sounds like?
It's like it like had amazing graphics for the time, and it's this like dude just like skateboarding like down the
Yeah.
same like street like every single time, and it was really easy.
Uh-oh, my volume's going up. I gotta like turn this off quick. There we go.
It's all right.
Hope I don't get caught. I hope this music isn't copyrighted.
At the at the end of the like the game, you were supposed to like jump and like skate all the way down an escalator like
Really?
into the
Wait,
subway.
like an escalator, like one of those like staircases that move.
You're supposed to skate down the rubber thing.
Whoa, like the middle, the railing,
Yeah. And
like the middle part. Okay.
it was very easy to jump and miss, and so your character would just fall down the like entire escalator and just like, and you would lose. Like there was a potential to gain so many points if you got that one rail slide, and if you didn't, like you lost. So I loved Street Sesh, but then there was also this one called Sewer Run.
Okay, I think I played that.
And you could like throw stuff at the fellow guys that you were like skating with to like blow them up or mess them up. They were like, there's some weapons you could use or something, and it was made with Shockwave, and Adobe Shockwave doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, we probably should put these links in the description, eh? Like just the cool math games and the Pop Tropica and stuff. Because I think it'd be worth it for some of these youngsters to check it out.
Yeah, if this wasn't your time, you definitely. Did you ever
Yeah.
play Raise or Raise 2?
I played Race 2. Yeah.
They
That was
just
a fun
had
game.
this like rocket launcher
Mhm.
that was just completely OP.
Really?
And yeah, it would just like one hit kill, just like every time I got it. And you just knew
I remember. Yeah.
you knew the
Bane of
person
my
was
existence.
so pissed off at you
Mm.
when you rocket launched them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and when you killed yourself, it was just like,
Oh, that's true. So moving on to like, did you ever play Sandbox
Sam.
or whatever it's called? Like it was on iPhone. It was like you basically just had to keep making elements and you could like build stuff.
Yes, similar to Doodle God.
Yes, but it's a little bit more applicable than Doodle God. But Doodle God isn't OP. I just didn't like how they split all their things into like Doodle God, Doodle Devil, Doodle something or other. Like
Yeah.
why couldn't they put it all in the one app, you know? But it was cool how they made like you get to combine the things to make the elements, was it not? Like you could make things like you could make the 7 sins and stuff like that, and it was like, whoa.
I
Yeah.
love that concept.
So did I. Like I've always loved games like that.
Oh, here, if you search Doodle God on Google, it's like all of like the walkthroughs to like create the stuff. Like it just like tells you how to do it.
All right, be honest. Did you ever look it up? Did you ever go up and look it up? Like look up the steps. I did. Definitely. I was not like I got a lot of them, but I'm not a doodle god. I didn't get them all. I definitely looked it up because like that part of me was like, if I had the more doodle god elements, my friends, I'm the coolest. Woo-hoo.
I don't remember if I looked it up as a kid. I think I just like really didn't
Well,
want to like cheat. But then when I've like played those like as an adult, I'm definitely just like, I don't care. I want to know what it is.
yeah. But yeah, so Flash is also coming to an end, but I hear there's like some made a program that has all the games combined, like into one launcher.
Whoa.
I'm gonna look it up really quick because I think that would be like
Do I have to pay
Flash
for that?
game archive. Let me look it up. No, it's called here you go. It's called I'm gonna send it to you. It's called Flash Game Archive.
Nice. Oh, that makes sense that someone would do that. And then
Yeah.
we'll put
I
that
think
in
we
the
should just link
description
that one.
too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're saving everything. Like, you played Potty Racer, yeah?
Oh yeah, I love that
Yeah.
game. And
Or
also
the
like the
Impossible
penguin
game?
fly one with um the paper airplane or the
Yeah. Yep. Or what was the one? It was like you had to like shoot the apples with like the arrows.
Yeah.
And then the apple would keep going in weird places and it would really make me mad.
Did you ever play the Mirror's Edge online game? Like
No.
not like the
Like
good game, like the online one.
no, I never played like I don't really know what Mirror's Edge is. Please don't hate me, comment section.
comment section might hate you.
Here's the thing, comment section is like if I was a Pokemon, my weakness would be comment section.
Oh my god, I found the game. I'm so tempted to screen share for a second.
Do it, screen share me.
This game was difficult as hell. Okay. How do I do this again? Oh, here we go. Share screen. Yeah.
I love how this episode is very Flash game centered. Like
It's
this is something I could talk
completely.
about for a long time.
Can you see
Ooh,
this?
yeah, okay. I see everything on there. Yeah, you're on. I've never played those games on that website.
I've never been on this website, but this is the only place I was able to find it.
Yeah.
It's clearly. Oh, wait. Refresh. It's clearly old.
Yeah.
Oh, and my flash is not enabled. I can't believe, because I thought Chrome was gonna block Flash like a really long time ago.
Stop Trump is a game on Miniclip.
Woo!
Just called Stop Trump.
Is there? Oh my god, the little red loading bar. Oh, I don't think you can hear the music.
No, I can't. Wow. I might have to look up Potty Racer quick. And when we switch to the more political stuff, we should get on to the we should go into Agar quick. Oh, Addicting Games, that's what it was called. Yeah. Yeah.
Why can't I get up there?
Yo, yeah. Is it as laggy as it looks on my screen?
Maybe not. But yeah, it was really tough. And you could jump and miss like I did, but if you miss, you're able to like crawl up walls and jump back and like like Mirror's Edge is like based on some whole franchise, but like I never knew anything about Mirror's Edge.
Mm-hmm.
I just knew that game and I just played it for hours and hours trying to get good.
Do you know anything about Mirror's Edge now?
No.
Wait, did you ever play Robot Unicorn Attack 2?
Yeah, I did.
Were you like corruption? Were you like the good side or the bad side? Like rainbows or like the other one or whatever?
I was rainbows.
I also was rainbows, okay. Because I was like, everyone's on that side. I'm gonna fight for good. Like, I got shit on every time there was like the daily bonus. I would never get any bonus.
That's very relatable.
Did you ever play Dragon Veil?
Yeah.
I'm level 42.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's
like I still have it.
I played that one. I played Adventure Quest. I played Adventure Worlds.
I played Adventure Worlds. Wait, crap. I need to check if my Adventure Worlds account's still up.
So and there was the other one. There was the Mecha something.
Yeah, there was like the sci-fi Adventure
Oh,
Quest.
Dragon Veil is. Oh my god, you're level 42 in Dragon Veil.
Yep.
Damn, good for you.
I know.
I'm really impressed.
Dang it. I better have this account or I'm gonna be a little upset. Oh my gosh, I still have it.
Oh my god, it was called
World.
Mech Quest.
Yes.
I got hella into Artix, all the Artix games. So you were talking about addicting games. There was also Armor games was huge.
Yeah.
And there was something Ant something.
Yes. This is a good like retrospective episode, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I have all my account stuff on what do you call it? Adventure Quest Worlds. I'm only level
Wow.
45.
Oh, it
I'm
was
only 45.
Congregate. Congregate was about ants.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
You must have heard of Congregate. No?
No.
Their
Wait a minute.
logo had like an ant in it.
There are so many cool like outfits I can get here. Like I'm still playing Adventure Quest, man. I just need to check it because I heard if you like leave your account for a year, it'll be gone. But I haven't touched it in 4.
Do you remember Twilly?
You mean the little red guy? Yes, sir. He's right here. He's staring. Like I'm gonna share my screen so you can
Yeah,
see
let me
Twilly
see
staring
Twilly,
at me.
please. I miss
All right, all
Twilly.
right, all right. The hearing Moglin.
Ah,
The
there's
healing Moglin.
Twilly.
Yes,
Hopeful
sir.
healing Moglin. Oh my god, there's some lit creatures there.
Yeah, man. This is my guy right here.
Is that you running around Duralax?
Yes, sir. This is in like grade 9. What do I even have? Like I have like
Oh
a ton
my
of infernal
god, those
potions. I don't
health
know.
and mana bars.
I had a
Jeez.
pretty cool character.
I loved going on the quests, and I went into some like really, really deep quests. Like they were
Yeah, like
long.
these are like this is how I don't think I've ever completed the Chaos Lord stuff.
Yeah, that
Uh,
makes sense.
like look at this. I still have so much more to do for the Chaos Lord stuff.
Yeah, you
Aside from
do.
spawning. Yeah, look at wait. Do you just see the seventh? Look,
That was the seven sins, yeah.
are they all dragons? Okay, so back where we left off, on August 4th in Beirut, if I'm hopefully pronouncing that right, Beirut, Lebanon, there was a chemical explosion of ammonium nitrate that killed at least 135 people and injured at least 5,000 people, approximately 5,000 people. You might have seen on Twitter, Facebook, all the videos of the shockwaves just knocking glass everywhere for about, what was it, about a mile and a half radius, something like that. And so I figured that was important to mention. You know, our thoughts and prayers go out to the families of those infected, and of those affected, and of those who lost their lives. And maybe we'll put some links in the description or something for, yeah.
I found a really good petition to sign for that for Lebanon Help, and there's a bunch of places to donate. Um, my most favorite campaign to help Lebanon was Mia Khalifa decided to sell the OG infamous Mia Khalifa
The
glasses, like the
glasses,
original.
yeah.
Yeah, and she
And
started it
do you know what the bid got? The bid got up to 100,000. Did you know that?
$100,000.
It had
Yeah,
to get taken off. Yeah. I saw it up there for 50, and I was gonna go to buy it now if it was still there.
it started at 50. Yeah, I posted on my Snapchat story at 50, and then
That's where I
um,
saw it. Yeah.
but the the stat that just like blew my mind was like 300,000, up to 300,000 homeless
Really.
now because of this. Yeah. And then I saw a picture because I'm from Boston, and they were like, for all the Boston folks, like if this is where the explosion had started in Boston, this is the radius of all the towns that all of the windows of all the buildings would be blown out for like many towns. From like you could
Yeah.
pick any spot in Boston and it would just have this huge, and then I understood because I'm from there just the scale of this thing. And that's what we were talking about last time, is it was just like so destructive. And this
Yeah.
happens, unfortunately. Is like this happens before, where these chemicals have been just been sitting around and they just
Mm.
erupt.
And
But
then
there's got to be a way to avoid it.
yeah, but these chemicals were acquired in 2014, 2015. And I heard reports about how, look, this will go off and it could destroy most of Beirut. And look, it did. I read something that was like predicting it, and it's insane.
That's scary.
It is scary, but at the end of the day, it's like all these people living there, like they're not aware of that, right? We talk about that sometimes in the law class. It's like you got like people who are aware before they're obviously liable, so they just got to find the people who knew this would be a disaster and didn't act on it. But even then, like, wow, it's just like, yeah, it just echoes in those vibes of attacks, like, you know, ones in Boston or the 9/11 terrorist attack and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's not great to see, especially in a world and a state like it is right now.
There was, since you
Yeah,
brought
and
that
that's
up,
about
there
all.
was big news and outrage because one of the appeals courts that actually overturned the death penalty for the living Boston bomber.
Yeah, and yeah, that's definitely insane, right? Because it's like I don't know how I feel about that, because it's like, look, like I'm not super necessarily, well, I am pro death penalty to a certain point, but at the same time, it's like taking anyone's life, that's a decision, right? It's not like I would just say, I think he deserves death. I think he deserves death. I think it should be an option, but I don't think it should be what we jump to. You
I
know what I
agree.
mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what, and he's still gonna like spend all of his life behind bars. It's not like he's getting out or something. Like he's still in like max security prison, but it's just brought back into the forefront all these conversations of morality. Like, you know, should we
Yeah,
play
ethics,
God?
right?
Like, is killing people, you know, like, you know,
Hmm.
are we just as bad as these killers if we kill
Yeah.
them?
Is
Are we
it
allowing him to die
truly?
a martyr if we do this? You know, it gets really complicated.
Yeah. Or even if it gets to just the Kantian perspective of, is it truly utilitarian, right? Like, is that truly for the greater good if we just take this person off the planet? You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's weighing like the, you know, pros and cons essentially.
And then
It's just like a ethical perspective, I suppose.
the like pro argument is people are like, what about the families? They want to see justice, and we know
Yeah,
some of these families
exactly,
would
exactly.
prefer, because of how many people he hurt, if he was killed. Yeah.
Yeah. And but then the cons would be like, oh, we can't, you know, kill everybody, give them a second chance, blah, blah, blah. You know, God would say this is not right. We shouldn't just end someone's life for their actions. There's always room for forgiveness. But that can, again, both of those sides can go out the window depending on the circumstances. And like, at least in this case, I don't think we're educated or experienced enough to be able to give like a very wise response to this. You know what I mean?
I completely agree. This is one of
Yeah.
those ones where I'm like, you know,
Where it's
go
like
in the
I'd be happy to
comments.
learn from the comments section,
Let
you
us
know?
know what you
Yeah,
think
comment
about, you
section,
know, this
teach us.
is the question of the week. You know,
That should be a thing. We should like
boy
have
oh
it pop
boy.
up. Question of the week. Give us your ethical perspective. It's like those things in textbooks, you know, the ones that are like metacognition.
Oh my
Test your
god,
thinking.
metacognition.
You remember the metacognition section where it was like you had to
Yes.
write one of those mini essays
Yes, I
every time?
do.
I didn't mind those. I liked those because they were very freeform. So you could do whatever you wanted. And
That's
I felt
true.
very out of the box in the big box that was my classroom.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. So the next topic I kind of wanted to get into, so there was a very interesting interview a couple of days ago, Donald Trump and Axios, where so essentially it was going very well. It was about stuff like the coronavirus, all that kind of stuff. There were some very fair exchanges. He was doing basic reporting. Then Donald Trump started like, again, I'm not trying to diss the guy because I agree with some of his policies, but he does not know how to talk on TV. Like he was handing these charts out, and these charts showed the United States leading in terms of like lowest death in the world because of the coronavirus, which we know for a fact is not true. And then this journalist, I forget his name, but he was looking at this, he was puzzled, and then he was like, oh, you're looking at death as a proportion to cases, but I'm talking about death as a proportion to population. And he kept arguing over which one was more important. And I feel like that would be a good conversation piece here. Like, do you think which type of statistic really matters in this case? Should we look at like death as a proportion to the number of coronavirus cases, or death as a proportion to our population? Because in the States, at least a couple of days ago, 1,000 people were dying a day, and that's a pretty significant number. right?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I
Yeah.
mean,
It's a big topic. I know. It's a very, very heavy.
people are like, how, especially because I watched a video recently of Obama while he was still president, which is like the kicker. Like while he was still president, being like, there is going to be soon an airborne disease that is probably going to be deadly. So like, just like you were saying, like who knew, like who's accountable, and like people knew this was coming, and now America's the epicenter. And I think I think I talked about it in the first episode, but like in America, it's become a political issue, and
Yeah,
it's
when it
like,
shouldn't be a political issue, the
it's
mask
like,
thing,
what
it
about,
shouldn't be
yeah,
a political
exactly, the mask, like what about my rights, and so I shouldn't. And it like, if like in a bunch of other countries, if everybody just like really stayed inside when they were supposed to, instead of like going to the beaches like mid pandemic, which they did in like Arizona and Florida and stuff, like, you know but yes, but any way you cut it. But I mean, just like, I haven't done enough thinking about this, but just like on first thought, I think both are important. Like you should look at like just like the numbers, just like, okay, how many people are dying, but also
Yeah,
when
and
you
then
put it into
yeah,
perspective of how many people are dying
yeah.
per population, you get like,
Mhm.
okay, it's not so bad here, or
Yeah.
it's really bad here.
Exactly. They should be doing it by states. And like I get what the
Yes.
president's trying to do something where he's, I don't know, trying to do crowd control across the whole country, and that's great. But really, we should be focusing on the hot spots to prevent it from spreading, right? Like for example, places like New York and Florida, people are in and out of there all the time. They need to limit traffic. They need to lock down those places a little bit more extensively, I feel. And then maybe that could, or not, I think, and then maybe they
Yeah.
can use that to try and,
You probably
get
know.
ahead
I
of the
mean,
curve. But at this point, it's going down, but it's still steadily, well, it's not going, it's increasing less, but they're still steadily going up. They haven't flattened the curve yet because they're kind of doing
oh yeah.
what's the word? They're doing kind of a touch and go type of method strategy at attacking this virus, and that they're doing certain things here and there in certain places, and I think that's good, but I think they need to do it a little bit more like, I don't know, even like a rotational lockdown or something, like where they even lock down states to each other, because even then, like they can still have businesses go on and stuff, and they can still have things go out of country without having to have too much inter-country exchange, because especially with something as large, sorry, as a country as large of a population and landmass as the states, right? Like I mean, like here in Canada, we have about 1/10 of the population. It's a little bit less of an issue, but there people are basically bumping into each other down the streets, right? So I think if they just kind of limited the spread, then waves would pop up, but I don't think it would necessarily hit as hard. I don't think 1,000 Americans would die a day. But again, I'm not an epidemiologist. I can't comment. This is just maybe my political thinking.
it
But
it used to be that the US passport was the most powerful passport in the world, and I think after COVID, it's never
it's
going
going
to
to be
be
the
the
least
same.
valuable.
Yeah, it's going to be, yeah, there's so many places where like Americans just like can't, like even when Mexico was like, Americans can't come in, people laughed so hard because America
Yeah.
like works so hard to make sure like Mexicans can't come in, which is like immigrants are such a huge part of, like, even just for one example alone, like food production in
Yeah.
America. There are just so many. I mean, this is a much bigger topic, but there are so many. There are most of the immigrants in America that are not a problem. There are some that are violent, that are in
Yeah, but you could say
crime
the same thing
groups,
about
but it's
Americans,
it's
right?
such a, yeah, exactly, right. There's right.
Yeah,
That's the
there
thing.
there are domestic terrorists. There are people who have very extremist views on both sides of the spectrum, right? Everywhere. And at the same time, that I can't really speak too much to that because I'm not very educated on that topic, but the states does have immigrants than we do, or like maybe in total, but as a proportion to your population, does the United States like have more immigrants entering its country every year? I would assume so.
That makes sense. I would need to do some more research on that before
Yeah,
just like
I'm
making
not sure either. I'm just
like
shooting in the dark
100%
here,
state.
right?
But yeah, but it's just, it goes back to that discussion of like statistics, and like if you look at like one really small sample size or one group of people, you can like say anything.
Yeah, yeah,
but
I get what you're saying.
um but here's the last part of, or maybe even not the last part, we can do as many parts as we want, but I can tell that Trump's dementia or whatever or something or is getting
State of
worse in the
mind.
way that in the way that you hear him talk. There's a great video I posted on Facebook, and uh instead of he's trying to say, when you gaze upon Yosemite's towering sequoias, but he
I
says when
saw
you
that. I
gaze
saw
upon
that.
Yosemites.
Yeah.
um and I just we've both talked about like mental illness on this podcast. And so when I say, like, if somebody is mentally ill or their mental state is deteriorating, they shouldn't be running a country. It's not to discriminate against them because of their mental status. It's
Kind of
just
like
that they
Kanye
shouldn't
West.
be running a country.
Yeah. I think about that is that if anything, I think it's just basic senility because like he has had sound of mind and he's a very belligerent person and he had that cognition test, but at the same time, like I don't know how much that can be used against him because we also have Joe Biden who can't speak for anything. Like I'm not trying to say anything, but I love the guy, but I think well, I love what he did under President Obama. I don't know enough about what he's trying to do with his campaign because he hasn't been super specific as of yet. But hopefully, I can get behind it when it is. Yeah, so I think that he has solid support behind him. But like in the debates will definitely define it'll either help Trump get his lead back or it'll solidify his trailing because either Biden will not engage in the debates and it won't give Trump that much fodder and he'll keep doing what he's doing, or they'll get into the debates and unfortunately, but it might be fun to watch and he might have some good points, but I think Donald Trump will beat Biden in any debates, at least morale wise. Only, but I want to be proven wrong. Does that make sense?
That's exactly what
Like
I'm worried about. Yeah.
I don't have the debates last year. Biden kind of fumbled on everything and I'm not, he's got the nomination, but I still don't think he's gonna quite be able to verbally best Trump in that situation. So his best circumstance might just be to delay it, do it over the internet. I don't know.
Because I feel
I
like
heard.
when Trump wants to, he can really turn on the charm. This is something that people like talk
Yeah, the
about a
David
lot.
Letterman interview is the most infamous. If you've seen it, like the '87 one is the most infamous example of his charm. He's able to do that because he was weaving around
Yeah.
for 2 minutes around the question, "What is your net worth?" And he was doing such a good job at going around that question. Like that's the verbal skill I want to get one day. You know what I mean? He was just
Yes.
so
Yeah.
silver tongued about it.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about, is that basically, like, yeah, going into the debates, Biden cannot make one mistake, and if he
That's true. Yeah.
does, ah, I'm worried.
Yeah.
I really am.
I'm also very worried about that. Okay, and with that being said, this podcast is brought to you by zero sponsors that we don't have. So please hit us up. Audible, G Fuel. Yo, G Fuel, get me a cup with my face on it or something, or a butterfly on it. I would buy that. I would totally buy that. Someone sponsor us. I don't know. Sounds like a really, really desperate plea for sponsors. And yeah, so we will catch you guys in the next episode. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, leave a comment down below if you have suggestions. And yeah, there we go. I don't know if you want to say anything.
Thanks so much for listening, guys. See you in the next episode.
All right. Word.